Good evening, everyone. Today, I want to invite you on a journey, a simple one, but one that could radically change the way you experience your life. What if I told you that your mind, the very thoughts you carry around every day, have the power to shape your reality? What if you could wake up tomorrow and just for one single day, talk to yourself in a way that awakens a new possibility, a new version of you? Protect your mind, daily mindsets, and find my under box. I'm not talking about self-help cliches or wishful thinking. I'm talking about a deep, intentional shift that you can consciously choose to step into. Here's the truth. Your thoughts are not just fleeting, passive things. They are active, powerful creators of your reality. And most of us spend our days reinforcing old patterns that might be limiting us, holding us back, keeping us stuck in outdated versions of ourselves. We say things like, I'm not good enough, I'll never make it, this is just the way I am. But what if you could change that, even for just one day? Imagine this. Tomorrow you wake up and instead of the usual inner dialogue, you begin to speak to yourself with compassion, with power, with vision. Instead of focusing on your flaws, you speak to your potential. Instead of seeing limitations, you begin to see opportunities. You tell yourself, I am worthy of success. I am capable of change. I am constantly growing and evolving. You begin to remember that your true nature is not your past mistakes, your fears, or the labels you've carried. You are energy, you are possibility, and you are a creator. What would happen if you stopped the cycle of self-criticism and started lifting yourself up with the power of your words? Take a moment right now. Just imagine, how would it feel to wake up with the belief that today is a day of possibility? That no matter what challenges you face, you have everything within you to overcome them. How would it feel to tell yourself, I am in control of my thoughts, and my thoughts create my future? This is not about pretending that challenges don't exist or that life is always easy. It's about recognizing that you hold the key to your own transformation through your awareness and your words. The words you use to speak to yourself are an energy. They either fuel you or drain you, lift you up or hold you down. Now, just for one day, try this experiment. Speak to yourself like you would speak to someone you love deeply, with care, encouragement, and respect. Replace the inner dialogue of doubt with one of empowerment. Challenge yourself to notice the shifts in how you feel, how you perceive your day, and how you engage with the world around you. The truth is, your mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what you vividly imagine. It reacts to your thoughts and emotions as if they're happening right now. So when you choose thoughts of confidence, strength, and possibility, your body and mind will start to align with that energy, that frequency. It's like planting seeds of transformation. You see, we often believe that change happens over a long period of time. But what if the first step toward change could begin in a single moment, with a single thought? It could. It can. If you truly want to transform your life, it starts right now with the way you talk to yourself. So for just one day, begin to speak to yourself as the person you want to become. Watch how that changes your energy, your mindset, and your world. Remember, the most important relationship you have is the one you have with yourself. Change your self-talk and you change your life. Thank you. This speech embodies the mindset and energy of transformational thought, encouraging the audience to realize their own potential and take control of their inner dialogue. No, I learned. Let me know what you think or if you'd like any changes. Self-talk is one of the most powerful forces in our lives, often shaping our experiences and determining how we feel about ourselves and the world around us. It's the ongoing conversation we have with ourselves, whether we're aware of it or not. Every thought, every judgment, every belief about who we are is a form of self-talk. Yet, most people don't realize how deeply it influences their actions, decisions, and overall well-being. The truth is, our internal dialogue plays a critical role in creating our reality. It shapes our self-esteem, impacts our emotional state, and guides our behavior. If your self-talk is negative, filled with doubt and criticism, you may find yourself stuck in a cycle of fear, procrastination, and limiting beliefs. On the other hand, positive, supportive self-talk can empower you to face challenges head-on, pursue your goals, and unlock your potential. It's important to understand that self-talk is not static. It can change. We have the ability to choose the thoughts we entertain, and more importantly, how we respond to them. The key lies in becoming conscious of the words we use with ourselves. Are they words that build us up or tear us down? Are they words that affirm our worth, or do they reinforce feelings of inadequacy? When we start to notice the patterns of our self-talk, we can begin to reframe the negative ones. We can replace "I'm not good enough" with "I am capable of learning and growing." Instead of "I'll never succeed," try thinking "I am constantly evolving and have everything I need to succeed." This simple shift in language can alter the course of our day and over time transform our lives. We must remember that the way we speak to ourselves becomes the foundation of how we see the world. Every word we say creates a vibration, a frequency that impacts our emotions and actions. It's a powerful tool we can either use to limit ourselves or to open up endless possibilities. Transformation is not just about changing external circumstances or achieving specific goals. It is about shifting who we are at a deeper level, at the very core of our being. True transformation occurs when we change how we perceive ourselves, how we think, and how we relate to the world around us. It's an internal process that eventually reflects in our external reality. But to step into transformation, we must first acknowledge that it's a choice. It's a conscious decision to evolve, to break free from old patterns, and to embrace new possibilities. Transformation begins with awareness. We must become aware of the limiting beliefs and patterns that have been running on autopilot in our minds. These mental programs often stem from past experiences, conditioning, or the environment we grew up in. They influence how we react to life's challenges and opportunities, often without us even realizing it. By becoming aware of these patterns, we start to take back control. The next step in transformation is the willingness to change. This requires courage and a deep commitment to growth. It means challenging the comfort zone and embracing discomfort. It means being open to new ways of thinking, new behaviors, and new ways of seeing the world. Transformation is not about avoiding difficulty or hardship. In fact, it's through the challenges we face that we often experience the most profound growth. As we shift our thoughts and actions, the world around us begins to change. Our relationships improve, we attract new opportunities, and we begin to see things through a fresh lens. The energy we project through our thoughts and behaviors creates a ripple effect, influencing the people and situations we encounter. Transformation is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing journey. Every moment holds the potential for change. Every thought, every action, every choice contributes to the person we are becoming. By making intentional choices to transform our mindset, we begin to transform our entire life. The process of transformation is deeply personal, and it unfolds as we begin. Empowerment is the process of recognizing and stepping into our inherent strength and potential. It is about reclaiming control over our lives and choosing to act from a place of confidence and self-assurance. Empowerment begins with self-awareness, the ability to understand our own thoughts, feelings, and actions, and to recognize that we are not passive recipients of life's circumstances, but active creators of our own reality. When we are empowered, we no longer wait for permission or validation from others to move forward. We trust in our own ability to navigate life's challenges and take bold steps toward our goals. One of the key elements of empowerment is self-belief. Belief in oneself is the foundation upon which all other forms of empowerment are built. If we do not believe that we are capable or worthy of success, it is nearly impossible to take the actions needed to achieve it. Empowerment comes from understanding that we are capable of creating the life we desire, no matter where we start. It's a deep trust in the knowledge that we have the resources, both internal and external, to navigate obstacles and turn them into opportunities for growth. Self-empowerment is not about being perfect or never facing difficulties. It is about acknowledging our own strength and resilience in the face of adversity. It is recognizing that setbacks are a natural part of the journey and that they do not define us. Empowerment is the choice to keep moving forward, no matter the challenges. It is about taking responsibility for our actions and reactions instead of blaming external circumstances or other people. We empower ourselves when we take ownership of our choices and accept that we have the ability to change our trajectory at any moment. In our next podcast, our sit down with Cindy and Trevor. When we step into our power, we begin to see the world differently. We recognize that we are not limited by our past or by what others think of us. We start to make decisions from a place of strength and clarity. Empowerment is the realization that we hold the key to our own freedom and success. Mindset is the lens through which we view the world. It shapes how we interpret our experiences, how we react to challenges, and how we perceive our own abilities. Our mindset can either limit us or propel us toward greatness. It influences every aspect of our lives, from our personal relationships to our career and overall happiness. The way we think about ourselves and the world determines the actions we take and ultimately the results we achieve. A growth mindset, the belief that we can develop and improve through effort, creates a foundation for success, while a fixed mindset, the belief that our abilities are static, limits our potential. Whatever you put in is what you get out. One of the most powerful aspects of mindset is its ability to influence our responses to setbacks. When we embrace a growth mindset, we view failure not as a permanent reflection of our abilities, but as a temporary obstacle that can be overcome with persistence and learning. Challenges are seen as opportunities to grow, not as indications that we are not good enough. This shift in perspective can make all the difference in how we approach both small and large goals. A mindset of possibility opens us up to new ideas and solutions. It fosters creativity, adaptability, and resilience. When we believe that change is possible, we are more likely to take risks, try new things, and push through discomfort. In contrast, a mindset of limitation holds us back, keeping us in the familiar and safe, even when it's not serving our best interests. Our beliefs about what's possible shape the way we move through the world. Mindset also impacts our self-esteem. When we believe we are capable of change and growth, we are more likely to take actions that align with our goals and values. We start to trust in our own ability to create the life we desire. The power of mindset lies in its ability to empower or disempower us, depending on the beliefs we choose to hold. By shifting our mindset, we can unlock untapped potential and begin to see new possibilities in every situation. Possibility is the space where dreams, aspirations, and opportunities exist. It is the recognition that there are no limits to what we can achieve when we open our minds to the infinite potential of life. Most people are often trapped by what they believe to be their boundaries, the things they think they can't do, or the goals they think are beyond their reach. These self-imposed limitations, whether based on past experiences, societal conditioning, or fear of failure, act as invisible walls that keep us from truly exploring the possibilities before us. But the moment we shift our focus from limitations to possibilities, we change the entire landscape of our lives. The concept of possibility invites us to think beyond the how and instead focus on the what. What if I could create the life I've always dreamed of? What if I had the courage to pursue my passions? What if I believed, even for a moment, that success was within my grasp? Possibility requires us to step into the unknown, to embrace uncertainty, and to trust that the path forward will reveal itself as we take the first step. When we approach life with an open mind and heart, we begin to see opportunities where others see obstacles. We start to realize that there are countless ways to achieve our dreams, even if the path isn't immediately clear. Living in possibility means being open to change and growth. It's about embracing the idea that our current circumstances are not fixed and that we can always evolve, adapt, and improve. It means understanding that setbacks are not permanent, but temporary challenges that offer valuable lessons for our next steps. Possibility also means taking action in the face of uncertainty, trusting that every choice we make moves us closer to who we are meant to be. When we focus on possibility, we begin to feel empowered and inspired. Our mindset shifts from a place of restriction to one of freedom. We realize that we are not confined by our past mistakes or our current situation. We are free to explore, create, and innovate in ways that we may never have imagined before. Possibility is the gateway to transformation, and it starts with the simple belief that anything is possible. Energy is the fundamental force that drives every aspect of our existence. It's not just a physical phenomenon, but a mental, emotional, and spiritual force that shapes our thoughts, actions, and interactions. Everything in the universe, including ourselves, operates on energy, and we are constantly exchanging energy with the world around us. The way we think, feel, and act directly influences the energy we emit and, in turn, the energy we attract. Our internal state, whether it's positive or negative, focused or scattered, affects the quality of our energy, and impacts the people, opportunities, and experiences we draw into our lives. At the core of our energy is our mindset. When we approach life with an open, positive energy, we radiate energy that attracts similar energy back to us. Positive energy can help us to stay motivated, overcome challenges, and maintain a sense of well-being even in difficult times. On the other hand, negative energy, driven by fear, doubt, and negativity, can drain us, create resistance, and keep us stuck in patterns of frustration and disappointment. Our energy is contagious. It influences how we interact with others and how others perceive us. If we constantly exude negativity, we are likely to attract more of the same. But when we vibrate with positivity and possibility, we start to notice that the world around us begins to reflect that energy. Energy is also directly tied to our emotional state. Emotions like joy, gratitude, and love create high-frequency energy that empowers us and the people we encounter. When we focus on positive emotions, we raise our energy levels, which in turn allows us to attract higher-frequency experiences into our lives. Emotions like fear, anger, or frustration operate at a lower frequency and can deplete our energy, leaving us feeling drained and disconnected. By learning to manage and shift our emotional energy, we gain more control over our lives and the outcomes we experience. Ultimately, energy is a powerful tool that can either uplift or hinder us. We have the ability to control our energy by choosing our thoughts, emotions, and actions carefully. When we align our energy with our desires, we create the momentum necessary for change and growth. Awareness is the foundation of all transformation. It is the first step toward change the moment we begin to realize that we are not simply the products of our circumstances, but that we have the power to influence and reshape our experiences. Awareness allows us to step back and observe our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors without judgment, enabling us to recognize patterns that might be limiting or holding us back. It's the ability to notice when we are operating on autopilot, when we are reacting based on old programming, rather than responding consciously and intentionally. When we become aware, we gain the ability to make choices. Without awareness, we are often driven by unconscious habits and beliefs that shape our reality. These habits can be deeply ingrained, passed down through generations, or formed through our own life experiences. They influence the way we see ourselves, the world, and others. But when we begin to wake up to these patterns, we realize that they are not set in stone. Awareness opens the door to possibility, showing us that we can choose to think differently, act differently, and ultimately live differently. The practice of awareness also brings clarity. It enables us to see things as they truly are, rather than through the lens of bias, fear, or past experiences. When we are aware, we are not clouded by the noise of our emotions or the distractions of the world. We can tap into a deeper sense of truth and intuition. This clarity empowers us to make decisions that align with our true desires and values instead of being swayed by external pressures or fleeting desires. Awareness also fosters self-compassion. When we see ourselves with clarity, we are more able to accept ourselves as we are, without the need for constant judgment or self-criticism. It helps us to recognize our strengths, acknowledge our weaknesses, and approach ourselves with kindness and understanding. With awareness, we no longer see ourselves as victims of circumstance, but as active participants in the creation of our own lives. By cultivating awareness, we gain the ability to direct our energy and attention toward what truly matters. Potential is the untapped power within us that, when recognized and harnessed, can lead to extraordinary transformation. It is the essence of who we are at our core, our capacity for growth, learning, and change. Most of us carry immense potential, but it often remains dormant because we don't fully understand or believe in its existence. Many are conditioned to think within the limits of their past, their upbringing, or their current circumstances, and they never fully tap into the vast reservoir of potential that resides within them. But when we begin to recognize our potential, we start to see ourselves differently. We move from a place of limitation to a place of endless possibility. To truly unlock our potential, we must first recognize that it exists, not as something outside of ourselves, but as something inherent within. This requires a shift in perspective, an understanding that we are not defined by our past mistakes, failures, or setbacks. Our potential is not bound by our current situation, but is always there, waiting to be realized. It's often hidden beneath layers of self-doubt, fear, and uncertainty, but when we choose to believe in our own capabilities, we begin to tap into it. The journey of unlocking potential requires us to step outside of our comfort zones, to take risks, and to challenge ourselves in new ways. It's about expanding our limits, trying new things, and pushing through fear and resistance. As we do this, we build resilience and gain a deeper understanding of what we are truly capable of. Potential isn't something we need to acquire, it's something we need to recognize, cultivate, and allow to unfold naturally as we take action and pursue our dreams. To realize our full potential, we must also commit to continuous growth. This means constantly learning, evolving, and improving ourselves. It's a process of letting go of old identities, beliefs, and behaviors that no longer serve us, and embracing new ways of thinking and being. Our potential is a living, breathing force that expands as we do. The more we step into it, the more we find ourselves capable of achieving things we once thought impossible. Belief is one of the most powerful forces that shape our reality. It determines how we see the world, how we see ourselves, and what we think is possible. Our beliefs can either propel us forward or hold us back. When we believe in our potential and in the possibility of success, we are more likely to take the actions necessary to create the life we desire. On the other hand, limiting beliefs, those that tell us we're not good enough, not capable, or not deserving, can paralyze us and keep us stuck in patterns of self-doubt and fear. Belief is not just a passive thought. It is a deeply ingrained force that directs our actions, decisions, and outcomes. The beliefs we hold are often formed early in life, shaped by our environment, experiences, and the messages we receive from others. These beliefs can be empowering or limiting, and many times they become so deeply rooted in our subconscious that we don't even realize they are influencing our behavior. However, the power to change these beliefs lies within us. By becoming aware of the beliefs that no longer serve us, we can begin to shift them. When we consciously choose to replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones, we open up new possibilities for growth and success. Belief also plays a critical role in how we respond to challenges. And when we believe that we are capable of overcoming obstacles, we approach problems with resilience and creativity. We see setbacks as temporary and as opportunities for growth rather than as signs of failure. When we don't believe in ourselves, challenges can feel insurmountable, and we may give up before we even try. Belief gives us the courage to keep going, even when things get tough, and it fuels our determination to keep moving forward. Ultimately, belief is the cornerstone of every achievement. It is the energy that drives us to take action, to pursue our dreams, and to create the life we envision. When we believe in our ability to succeed, we set ourselves up for greatness. When we doubt ourselves, we limit the possibilities of what we can accomplish. Consciousness is the awareness that allows us to see beyond the surface and understand the deeper layers of reality. It is the lens through which we interpret everything around us, shaping our perceptions, thoughts, and actions. The quality of our consciousness determines the way we experience life. When our consciousness is limited or clouded, we may find ourselves trapped in repetitive cycles, unable to break free from old habits, beliefs, or circumstances. But when we expand our consciousness, we open ourselves to a greater understanding of who we are and what we are capable of achieving. Expanding consciousness involves becoming more aware of our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. It means moving beyond automatic reactions and developing the ability to respond with intention and mindfulness. The more conscious we become of the patterns running in the background of our minds, the more control we gain over them. We stop being slaves to unconscious habits and start choosing how we want to show up in the world. This shift in awareness allows us to break free from limiting beliefs and self-sabotaging behaviors, creating space for new ways of thinking and living. Consciousness is also closely tied to our ability to connect with others and with the universe itself. When our consciousness is expanded, we see beyond the individual and recognize the interconnectedness of all things. We begin to understand that our actions, thoughts, and intentions have a ripple effect, impacting not just ourselves, but everyone around us. This awareness fosters empathy, compassion, and a sense of responsibility, for the world we inhabit. Expanding our consciousness also opens us to new possibilities. We begin to see opportunities where others see obstacles. We develop a deeper sense of creativity and innovation, and we start to trust our intuition more fully. With expanded consciousness, we realize that the world is not fixed, and that we have the power to create and shape our own reality. It allows us to tap into a higher state of awareness, one where we are no longer limited by the past or the present, but free to create the future we desire. Consciousness is the key to unlocking true freedom.